Hello and welcome or welcome back to Meditations for the Racial Justice Journey. Thanks for being with me today. Today is a bit of a continuation from yesterday. I'm Janet Thompson Jackson, and thanks for being with me. Today is a bit of a continuation from yesterday, from our meditation yesterday, where we focused on being gentle and compassionate with ourselves and kind of checking our thoughts about how we're talking to ourselves. What are our self-talk? What's our self-talk? And our self-critique, and kind of checking that, noticing that, and trying not to judge it, but to be aware, and to then be affirming of ourselves. So today I want to start with a quote that reads, "Be careful what you tell yourself, because you are listening." Thoughts have power. Our thoughts have a lot of power to shape how we view and respond to ourselves, but also our thoughts have power in the way that we view and respond to other people and to the world. And one of the reasons that I wanted to offer, well, there were many reasons I wanted to offer meditation to people who are on this racial justice journey, to achieve racial justice in our country. One is because, yes, it restores us. Meditation and mindfulness restore us. And it is that rest stop. It is that drink of water in the desert. It can also energize us. It can renew us and give us what we need. But also, studies show that meditation and mindfulness practices generally, kind of the big umbrella, meditation, one of the practices within that big umbrella, increases awareness of emotions, of thoughts, and of our surroundings. That's important. And meditation also increases our ability to make more mindful judgments. In other words, to move us away from those constant reflective judgments that we make about people and about situations. And I think that those things are really important for the racial justice work, for the racial justice movement, for this moment, because making more mindful judgments is linked, and I'm all of this is evidence-based. With my training, lawyers, scientists, we're evidence-based people, and so, I research this, and mindfulness is linked to a reduction in negative biases. So one study actually said that increased mindfulness leads to lower implicit racial bias. So that's why I think it's important that we slow down. I think that it's important that we become mindful, that we engage in mindfulness practices like meditation, because it not only is going to help us personally to be in a better place of how we're thinking about ourselves, but it helps our entire perspective. So I want to settle in. I want us to settle in and do some breathing and to relax our bodies. And I'm going to do some affirmations. And I want to say something about affirmations quickly too. Again, evidence-based. They're not magic, just saying positive words. It's not just positive thinking. When you are doing affirmations, in addition to the work of meditation and becoming more aware, it actually does start to kind of rewire your brain. It's kind of like working a muscle. It's when you're lifting weights, you suddenly start to see a muscle, you start to see some definition, you see a change. It's working a muscle in your brain to shift to thinking that is more positive thinking, to replace those negative thoughts, to even replace some of those biases. And so affirmations, I'm a fan of them. So let's settle in, and I need to settle in. I literally just got off of a call about racial justice with my colleagues from all over the country. And I got off the call in the middle of it. So this is an opportunity for me to just slow down and to settle in myself. So let's get in a comfortable position. And if it's comfortable for you to close your eyes, then do that. Or you can just lower your gaze if that's more comfortable for you. And sometimes if I'm really kind of revved up a little bit, which I am right now, I need to just do some normal breathing before I start my deeper breathing. I just need to notice my breath as I'm letting my body relax. I'm realizing now that I was holding a lot of tension, but right now I'm feeling my eyes soften. I'm feeling my jaw soften. I think for the first time this morning, I'm feeling my shoulders melt away from my ears. I'm feeling my stomach soften. And for the first time in hours, I'm actually just noticing the seat that's holding me. I'm noticing how supported I am in this chair with the pillow behind my back. I feel that now. I feel my feet on the floor. And I let the tension that my thighs were holding just release. I'm grateful in this moment just for the opportunity to slow down and to notice my body and to notice my breathing. And now that I'm in this space, I invite you to just take a deep breath with me. In through the nostrils and then slowly out through the mouth. And I'm just letting a lot of tension go with that breath, with that exhale, with that exhalation. I am letting the tension of being on a call with 30 or 40 people talking about race and how we are going to talk to our students about how to navigate these issues. I'm letting that go. Oh, another nice deep breath in. Oh, there's so much I felt just release with that breath. And now I invite you to, if you want to take another deep breath in and release something again, or just go to your normal breathing with a more relaxed body, I invite you to just listen to these words right now. And maybe these are meaningful for you. Maybe you can adopt these. I am becoming more and more aware of my thoughts about myself and others. I know that I don't have to attach to every thought in my mind. I can choose to simply notice thoughts without judgment and let them pass. I allow myself to release fixed interpretations of people and situations in order to better see things as they actually are. Some nice breathing here, just knowing that you're breathing in, knowing that you're breathing out. Allowing yourself to practice noticing your thoughts, the thoughts that are going through your mind right now, just observing them, knowing that you don't have to attach to those thoughts at this moment. Knowing that you don't have to grasp for everything that seems right or good, that you don't have to push away or resist everything that seems bad in the moment, that you can allow yourself to observe, to take the time sometimes when it's appropriate to observe without judgment and then to respond. I'm becoming more and more aware that I don't have to react to every experience. I'm allowing myself to make mindful judgments instead of reflexive judgments. And I remind myself every day that I am enough, just as I am. I am enough, and I am worthy of love. I am worthy of compassion. I am worthy of gentleness, just as I am. And I generously extend those things to others. You may want to take another deep breath in right now, just to take in all of the good, soft, gentle feeling that you've cultivated. And just to release that. And remembering that even as you start to move your wrists and your ankles and your fingers and your body slowly to bring your attention back, that you can come back to this moment, you can come back to these affirmations, you can come back to this time of self-renewal at any time. At any time. And now slowly opening your eyes, bringing your attention back to your room. I really needed that today. So I hope you got something out of it. But I know I did. I know I needed it. I truly needed a rest stop. I needed an aid station. Thank you for joining me. I invite you back tomorrow or any other day. If you want to talk more about mindfulness and implicit bias and that relationship, shoot me an email or a message. I'm happy to have that conversation. And I'll be doing a separate talk, a recording on the relationship between meditation and mindfulness and racial justice and bias and all of that, because I think it's really important to bring those issues to people. But in the meantime, be well.